Hello everybody, I hope you're well. I'm really excited this morning because I've got my Bible box here. Shall we see what story's in it today? It's a good one. Are you sitting comfortably? Have you got those listening ears? Okay, let's start. In the beginning, there was nothing. Just God. Just God and nothing else. And then God decided to make everything. He said it and it happened. He made the sky and he made the land and he made the sea. He put the sun, moon and stars up in the sky and he put every different kind of animal on the land. I wonder what your favourite is. Mine is a giraffe. He put creatures in the sea and he put birds up in the sky. And he looked at everything that he made and he said, it's really good. Can you give me 2 thumbs up? And he made humans. He named the man Adam and the woman Eve. And they were different to everything else that God had made. They were special. They were made to be God's friend. And God put them in a garden called Eden. And in that garden was everything that Adam and Eve needed. But particularly was their friendship with God. And in that garden, there was lots of trees with lots of fruit for Adam and Eve to eat. But there was one tree that God said, do not eat any of the fruit from that tree. That tree is trouble. One day, a sneaky snake came into the garden. And that sneaky snake was God's enemy. And he said to Adam and Eve, don't listen to God. That tree's not trouble. Eat that fruit. That fruit will make you smart. And Adam and Eve had to think. They didn't know what to do. Should they listen to the sneaky snake or should they listen to God? What do you think they should do? Well, I tell you what they did. They listened to the sneaky snake. They ate the fruit from the tree. And it changed everything. They didn't care that it might ruin their friendship with God. And it did. And they had to leave the garden and go and live out in the wild world. They didn't listen to God. And sin became part of our world. Sin, now that might be a new word for us. Sin is when we disobey God. It's when we ignore what he says. Can you cover your ears and pretend to not listen? That's what it is. Sin is when we disobey and don't listen to God. And sin separates us. Stretch your arms out really wide. It separates us from God. And that makes God really sad because he wants to be our friend. Now, this isn't the end of the story because we know about the rescue plan that God sent to deal with sin. God sent Jesus to get rid of sin so that when we say sorry for the bad things that we do, for the times where we don't listen and we disobey, we can be forgiven because Jesus has paid the price for sin on the cross. Isn't it great that God made a happy ending out of something that went so wrong at the beginning? I think it's great news. I'll see you next time. Bye.